Soldier Yatham. Siren 2. Let's get it. When you bought to a lower state, you must learn to be patient. You come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Who trusted Yah was misled in our past generations. No one forsaken, you mistaken if you ain't obeying. No lying on no talebearing. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's my brother, no bloodshed. Get thee behind me, Satan. No idolatry, no adultery. Get thee behind me, Satan. I can't deal with my brother false. Get thee behind me, Satan. Seem like a never end the war between flesh and the spirit. I heard that voice say this the way I pray my loved ones hear it. I'm treating sin like it got cooties, don't wanna get near it. If not pertaining to the Father, I'm sorry, I'm fearless. Won't take a left turn all right when it's a narrow path. You keep the law, you get the kingdom, I can simple math. Boast in Yahweh all day on Hamashiach's behalf. Deny the mark of the beast, or drink from the cup of wrath. Keep your spirit pure, practice on fasting and praying. You a saint, you must multiply your faith and your patience. Love thy neighbor as thyself, don't never betray me. And if you're tempted, pray and say, get thee behind me, Satan. When you bought to a lower state, you must learn to be patient. You come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Who trusted Yah was misled in our past generations. No one forsaken, you mistaken if you ain't obeying. No lying on no talebearing. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's my brother, no bloodshed. Get thee behind me, Satan. No idolatry, no adultery. Get thee behind me, Satan. I can't deal with my brother false. Get thee behind me, Satan.
I'ma do how I laws, I got my faculties. In every single precept, make my point to value these. Example, humble me, I'm grounded like what gravel be. We law about in any shirt with fringes, that's my casualty. Revelation say the savior color copper be our own. Hatred kind but front them crackers copper please. Fall balance abomination to God, so now obviously give you fair warning, don't try that angle, that's outside the lead. Off the muscle, not one to just watch it suffer. Don't be respect of persons, any wise rebuke your brother. Prepare myself for tribulations, that which worketh patience. No thinking about being grimy, get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan.
When you bought to a lower state, you must learn to be patient. You come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Who trusted Yah was misled in our past generations. No one forsaken, you mistaken if you ain't obeying. No lying on no talebearing. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's my brother, no bloodshed. Get thee behind me, Satan. No idolatry, no adultery. Get thee behind me, Satan. I can't deal with my brother false. Get thee behind me, Satan.
Donnie Mills production.
You bought to a lower state, you must learn to be patient. You come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Who trusted Yah was misled in our past generations. No one forsaken, you mistaken if you ain't obeying. No lying on no talebearing. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's my brother, no bloodshed. Get thee behind me, Satan. No idolatry, no adultery.
I hope y'all like that. That was Supplication by Roy the Chef. It's dangerous out here. I hope you guys make it home safe.
Why is she eating? She just like, yeah, they just say, shit to astrology. Nah, she just say eating for us. It's like, crazy. She's just crazy. Yeah, she's manipulative. But he's saying, yo, check it out. You ain't worry about that.
Yo, what was that about? Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand.
It is now time for the battle of the tribes. First up, the tribe of Gang.
Well, see, I've been thinking about this for quite some time. To all of my Hebrew people, see, y'all been on my mind. Of course, we the most hated, and it's for good reason. It's the time of y'all return, and it's our season. The great awakening happening all across the world. This information is worth more than diamonds and pearls. Got Amalek and Japhet, mine up on the swirl. The fact they got the knowledge make them all wanna hurl. So what will happen if we decide to keep his law? Wicked system of Sodom and Egypt will surely fall. The Lord will go before us, purge out the wicked. Get ready for war, you don't wanna miss this. Sons of thunder, watch them rumble and watch them crumble. All of the paper, then doctrine got them ducking and dodging. And they don't know how to make the truth produce back. Watch them stack so they can all fall down.
Hey, the spirit bear me witness. I'm from 3 tribes, that's Levi. Babylon, take your last breath, be heard right. No free lies. Your Howard doctrine keep growing, we keep buzzing with beehives. All these scoffers keep coming, we keep cutting with these knives. They precept, reiterate, reestablish these laws, we prevail. Yeah, it clean me up and wash my mind, my soul got detail. Can't buy into what you say, we window shop your retail. Christianity, the black folk is cracking your ezel. I'm Jew, your ego got your head as big as Yaku. He just try, I'm humble, but the dog in me like top food. Slaves got dropped on marshland, just had to run that by you. Don't know how to live right, what the scripts are how to. I witnessed some crazy things, but I don't know about y'all view. I watch my elder melder go to war, put that on y'all Jew. Doctrine get devoured, girded for you cowards. Salvation is ours, count her lawyer Howard.
Last and not least, the tribe of Judah.
Soldier, y'all can preach, y'all so bad as Iraq, we got them. This word is going out regardless, can't nobody stop it. I hate when Christians try to tell us the law is abolished. The sons of thunder bring our precepts to cut up their doctrine. Now they leaking and turn the scarf and we got them tweaking. We keep the holy days, learn out the ways of the heathen. We the people with the power, Kwam Yasha Allah. We gotta follow the commandments of mighty Yahweh. To keep the Sabbath holy, we don't bow, go to work. We say no to pork and we keep fringes on our shirt. Children of Jacob, Esau hungers and even rape us. That was just punishment, the Most High will never forsake us. My folks is far from a lack of knowledge, we really clueless. Amalek being the chosen people sound really stupid. Jewish, then tell me what's your tribe. You synagogues of Satan, Revelation 2 and 9.
I just need a little faith in the Most High. He order all the steps I take. Time may get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace.
Hey, shalom, 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 yasha Allah.
Shalom.
And all praises to the Most High. And y'all like that song? Hey, y'all like that? We got next. Let me see some fire emojis in the chat.
Congo one.
Area. Hey, we up in this mug. Hey, I heard that song way before any of y'all heard that song. When I say way before any of y'all heard that song, I'm even talking about my brothers and sisters that's even in the camp. They just heard that song about last week, a couple of weeks ago. Hey, if y'all been tapped into the Bay Area channel, hey, y'all see I debuted that song on the last 3 of my camp videos, right? Hey, first we want to give all praises to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, and we do so in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who the world equally calls Jesus Christ. Hey, we are the Sons of Thunder Israelites. Hey, it's the Sabbath. You know, the elder, he ain't feeling too well tonight. And it's earlier than what I really want to start this class in time, because make sure y'all subscribe, tap in, share, because I'm always, through the Spirit of the Most High, it's supposed to be after hours. It don't look like after hours over here. It don't look like after hours over here. But hey, you guys still gonna be edified, all through the Spirit of the Most High God. What was I about to say? Like I say, it's after hours. After hours over here. It's almost about 7:45 right now. Normally, this class, SOT after hours, it will be going live after we say the prayers on the Sabbath class, after the elders class. Right, Aurora, hey, the sun is still up. The sun is still up out here on the West Coast, right? But normally this class would be going live about 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, though that would be midnight if you're on the East Coast, or not the East Coast, like the EST time, right?
Counter to one.
Yeah. So we in the you know what we should call this? We in the mid hours right now. But hey, as the night progresses, hey, it's gonna turn into after hours for some of y'all. It's not gonna be a long class. It's not gonna be a long class. Y'all seen the title. Y'all seen the title. Am I keeping the laws right? Am I keeping the laws right? In sincerity and in truth, right? But first, let's get some announcements out the way. Normally, I won't be doing this, but since the elder didn't go live, I might as well do this. Let's see. Make sure. Let's see the feast day calendar. Where's that at? And y'all bear with me. We just had a new moon. Last night. We coming off that right now. So a Sharkadash to all y'all that kept the new moon. All right. And also in Shabbat Shalom. Let's see the next feast day. Let's see.
Next major feast day will be.
Yep. Go ahead, break it down.
Counter to one. The next major feast day will be Feast of Trumpets, which will be September 21st. And of course, our next new moon will be August the 22nd, will be Slakia, which will be on a Friday. So be sure to tune in for that. And of course, if you missed the replay concerning the class last night, be sure to tap in with our Patreon or our YouTube membership. That's where you can find our classes concerning the feast days.
Hey, Khan, all praises. Hey, if you would like to do the work, with Sons of Thunder, hey, send the email to SOT Israelites. Put that A before that E. SOT Israelites at gmail.com if you'd like to do the work. We're getting ready to do a prospect phase. Make sure y'all send y'all emails in. And hey, if you're out here in the Bay Area, out here in California, hey, send y'all emails tonight. Pillars of rest. Hey, where my POR? Where my POR sisters? Y'all drop a little POR flowers. Y'all know what to do up in the chat. Pillars of rest. If y'all looking to, for sisters that are looking to join Sons of Thunder, if sisters want to do the work in a sisterly way, in a sisterly fashion, being built up by sisters, that's all around you. Send the email to pillarsofrest@gmail.com. Also, I don't got the give me 1 second, y'all. Nasim, say something. I thought I had this on here.
Hey, counter to one. Also, by the way, of course, this goes for brothers that are outside the state of Atlanta, and of course, any place that we have an established branch. That goes for sisters as well. If you're looking to do the work and join a body, congregate and everything, and if most Hobblin, if you're a brother, you could establish a camp in your city within at least a year's time, but you got to endure, man. So with that being said, be sure to send an email to, again, sotisraelites@gmail.com and pillarsofrest@gmail.com in order to, of course, get started, man. I yield on that point.
Hey, Khan. Hey, make sure, if you a sister and you don't really want to join the camp, but you still want to be around sisters, hey, Pillars of Rest, you could join our Patreon. Our Patreon, Pillars of Rest, $15 a month, is exclusively sisters teaching sisters. If you just want sisterly content, right? We got our Pillars of Rest. They drop at least about between 2 to 4 videos every month. On top of that, 8 consecutive lessons that's already on it, tailor-made just for y'all. We got the standard Patreon, $15 a month, that we give you the live feast day streams, exclusive events and photos and social media updates and consistent edification just from our soldiers. It's a lot of people, it's a lot of brothers behind the scenes that you guys don't really see on the forefront. Those soldiers are bringing out edifying content daily, but you might as well get a bang for your buck. Get a bang for your buck. You might as well get the elite tier. You have all access to all standard Patreon content. So, hey, you may be married, all right? The elite tier gets you not only the Pillars of Rest content, all right? Not only the Pillars of Rest content and the sisters in the POR Telegram chat, you also get tribal fitness. You also get tribal fitness, and you get Captain's Corner. You get Captain's Corner. We just unloaded a bunch of content today for you guys. If you've been tapped into our Patreon, you see it's a many lessons on there. We just gave y'all for the month of July. I'm be a little biased. I just dropped the lesson on there. Actually 2 lessons on there. As CMOS Lawful. Y'all go check that out and y'all decipher that for yourself as well. I also did a lesson, the Lord of the Sabbath. What is the Lord of the Sabbath? What does that mean? Is Christ the Lord of the Sabbath because he's the one that made everything, because he's the pre-incarnated Christ? Hey, y'all got to tap in and find that out. So, hey, make sure y'all tapped into our Patreon. Also, a YouTube member. If you're a YouTube member, y'all can go ahead and y'all can see Captain's Corner as a YouTube member. But if you like to really support us, join the executive branch. You get all access to everything I just said. Plus, we're gonna send you merch. We're gonna send you SOT apparel. You're gonna have an IDC discount. Hey, I don't got the IDC on right now, but hey, y'all should be tapped in with an IDC, and you get access to, if you want some SOT wear, you get access to that, and you get discounted SOT feast day event access, tickets and whatnot. As well, you get a monthly video request for the executive members. So, hey, without further ado, if Asa Allah and Abaya, if you want to send them the link, they could go ahead and jump on. Israel, it's a lot going on. Hold on, let me turn on my aesthetics, y'all. Hey, if y'all tapped in, I know I just dropped the video, but I tried something last night. I'm trying to make this a little different. We're supposed to be after hours, and I got some lights. Hooked up, if they will come on. Right, there we go. Let's see. Right?
Hey.
How y'all like that?
Harder one. It's cold.
How y'all like that? I ain't finished with it yet. But like I said, it's a lot going on in the nation of Israel. It's a lot going on. And my job today is to come and bring y'all some ease. Hey, shalom, Abaya, say shalom to the folks.
Hey, shalom, Yasha Allah. Yabasha Rasha Brakatah. Shamar Than to the sisters. Shalom.
Okay, that's enough. No, I'm playing.
Shalom.
Shalom. Hey, it's a lot going on in Israel. You gotta be your mind got to be at ease. Hold on, this light's back here distracting me. Let me turn this down. I was testing this out last night. I ain't that good in electronics, but hey, okay, that looked a little better. That light was distracting me. But we got to put our mind at ease. If you're in this truth or you just coming on to this truth, it's a lot of teachers and leaders that's in this truth, whatever you want to call yourself. To me, I'm gonna speak as a man. I believe they're offending the little ones. And I'm gonna say, even to myself, I consider myself a little one in this truth. I haven't been in this truth nearly as long as elders before me, especially the great elder, y'all were all that man. That the elder of SOT, he has gone out, did the work, and he made me realize how much patience is needed in my own individual self through the Spirit of the Most High God. And I say the water Yahweh for that, But like I said, Israel, you want to keep calm. Keep calm. That means go around. Keep calm in your law keeping. Don't let outsiders. If you watch my camp video from last week, I kind of touched on that. Don't let outsiders try to discourage you in your law keeping. You got your fringes on. You wear your fringes. All right. You eat the correct foods. You also keep the feast days. When you're coming into the truth, I'm not going to teach over the people's head. I'm not going to teach over the people's head. I may, if y'all be tapped in with me, I do tend to speak as Pauline, because I'm talking to the ones that know the laws, right? I'm talking to the ones that know the laws. Or if you have a question, drop it in the chat. If you have a question, if you need me to clear something up, hey, drop that in the chat. But hey, you've been keeping the laws. You're not an idolater. Brothers want to call us idolaters because we don't see certain things the way they see it. What else? They don't. Let me get my list out. It's a whole bunch. You're not wearing mixed fabrics here at SOT. If we can't read it, we're not going to teach it. Right? You're not wearing mixed fabrics pertaining to wool and linen, right? You're keeping the feast days. You're keeping the new moon. And don't let other brothers or sisters try to condemn you because you're not physically congregated. Hey, if you can physically congregate with the people that's in the truth around about you, go ahead and do that. But I, like myself and other brothers and sisters that may be in a state or a city alone and it's too far for them to go drive off, you can still congregate online with us. Through the Patreon or through the YouTube. Or you can if you got your family or whatnot, or maybe one or two Israelites. The scripture says, when there is 2 or 3 gathered in his name, there he is in the midst, roughly paraphrasing. Don't get worked up. Let's get some scriptures. Give me give me Romans 8:1. Give me Romans 8:1. Hold on, do I want to put it on the screen? Hold on, let me put it on the screen for y'all. I'll put it. Nassim, go ahead and say something real quick. I gotta read.
Counter to one.
Redo this.
Counter to one, because of course, when it comes to being within this truth, I say we're all on the same path, right? We're trying to learn how to do well, like the book of Isaiah chapter 1, and I want to say verse 17 tells us, right? So of course, in order for us to learn how to do well, we got to be taught, right? But at the same time, of course, there's many counselors out there. There's many people that's out here teaching, but some people, of course, they're teaching it from a place of sincerity and truth because they actually care about those who they're teaching and instructing. But at the same time, there's people who will try to shake your faith within this thing. But also, more so to the fact of this class, it's important to understand the right spirit within trying to keep the law. We're not trying to exalt ourselves like, when we found the 100% truth, right? That's not the spirit of course, the brothers that study over here. But instead, what's the right spirit, right? Sincerity and in truth. So ultimately, that's ultimately what we're trying to push through the spirit. Now you're on that point.
Hey, Khan. Hey, that's the point. That's the point. Brothers and sisters, don't let others deter you They don't got no hell to put you in. If you're keeping these laws in sincerity and in truth, you're gonna be all right. And tonight I'm gonna provide you scriptures and comfort on why I can say that. On why I can say that. Go ahead and read that about it.
Gosh, the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahushua.
So it's like you're right there. Ask yourself, are you walking after the example that Christ has taught? This lesson, this class tonight is for you guys to search your own reins. Judge ye yourselves, and you figure out how close you are to the Most High God or not through the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua. Read.
God, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
Walk not after your own doings, not after your own will, but the will of the Most High God. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, right? Keeping the laws. Because if you're following after the Most High God, if you're chasing, if you're what they should say, a God chaser, if you're chasing after God, you're chasing after the laws. And you're doing that through his son, Christ, right? Read on.
God says, for the law of the spirit of life in Christ Jesus have made me free from the law of sin and death.
So now you're no longer connected to the judgments of that law. You're no longer connected to the law of sin, because there's some things in this law. If you break, there is a law that says you must be put to death. But now, since you're walking in Christ, you no longer are subjected to that law of sin and death. That's all it's teaching. So there's no condemnation for those that are walking after the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua. Because as you follow Christ, because as you follow Christ, the Most High God is in you. It's simple. It's simple. But we're gonna break it down. Jump down to verse 13.
God, verse 13.
Oh, hold on.
If you live, God.
Okay, go ahead.
God says, for if you live after the flesh, ye shall die.
Okay, so right there. So if you live after your own doings, after your own will, after your flesh, because what the spirit is willing. We said all the time, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Right? And if you give in to your flesh, you be weak unto your flesh, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. This last 2 weeks has been for me a very trying time. A very trying time for me. I entered into a place in my life which I never thought I seen. Some brothers may count it as light, but I never been through anything like this before. I never been through anything like this before. I've been through some things. My last 4 to 5 years in this church, I've been through some things, but never nothing like this. And the reason why I say that, because I've seen it as a split road. I've seen it as a split road for me. You either gonna obey the Most High God, stay in his laws. Why do I say that? Because temptation is knocking at the door. Because trials and tribulations come to me, and temptations was knocking at the door. My flesh was there because I needed some type of a way of an escape. But then I had the right hand side. Be still and trust in Yahweh. Don't lean into your own understanding, but lean unto him, right? So I have not give in to my flesh, right? Read on.
God on. It says, but if ye through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live.
You shall. So you have to put off. You have to kill. Matter of fact, give me that. Read that in the NLT for me.
God.
Read that for the NLT for me. If you have to kill the deeds through the spirit of what your own will is, because sometimes our own will is want us to go off at times, all right? Things that go on. But if you mortify your bodies, right, you're gonna live. Go ahead and read that.
God, it says, for if you live by its dictates, you will die. But
That's
if
in
through
the
the
end.
power of the Spirit,
Read.
God, that's the end. Okay. But if through the power of the Spirit you put to death the deeds of your sinful nature, you will live.
You got to put to death the deeds of your sinful nature. So when that temptation comes back up, when you want to get out of your law keeping, when you don't feel like keeping the new moon, when you don't feel like putting on your fringes, right? Let me talk about that. I want to talk about that for a minute. Give me Numbers. Give me Numbers 15. Let's talk about fringes real quick. And then give me be the a light to the world. Be light to the world. About you get that one. In Matthew.
Counter one. I'm there in Numbers.
Okay, Con, go ahead and read that.
Counter one. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak
Oh,
unto the children.
hold on. Let me put it on the screen.
Counter one.
Let me put it on the screen for the people. You know, try to make it nice. Try to make it nice. Okay. Okay, go ahead and read that.
Counter one. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
I remember when I first came into this truth. We all remember the first time we came into this truth. I call it maybe the honeymoon stage, some may call it. Right. It's easy to get bugged out at that stage because it's a lot. You go down a rabbit hole of information when you first wake up. It's a lot to come. It's a lot of information that's just being dropped on you, right? I was 3 months into this truth, and I said, "Yo, we got on the wrong fringes. We got on the Babylonian fringes because I found some kind of Hebrew Israelite teaching not to wear. Well, I got my fringes on now. Not to wear these kind of fringes, for they're the Babylonian fringes."
It's lucky one. It's in the thumbnail as well.
It's in the thumbnail. Okay, throw that thumbnail up there for me.
Counter one. Just for a brief example.
Just one example, right? And I'm like, yo. So I say, so I'm trying to. I'm my mind. I'm trying to figure this thing out because what I want. I got that zeal, but I want to be 100. I want to be 100. Right? That's it right there. Brothers teaching that, hey, those are the Babylonian fringes. Those are not the right fringes. I'm 3 months into this, and I'm absorbing that doctrine. You can take it off. I'm absorbing that doctrine. I'm a little one in this thing. Only 3 months into this mug. And you have a super brew brother that's teaching that, not to wear fringes. But the law says, make ye fringes. This is a fringe, right? And you put it on. Now, give me that. Do I want it in Deuteronomy 2? Actually, no, finish reading that. Verse 31.
It's lucky. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring.
Right. So, hey, the fringe is supposed to be for you to look upon, so you can remember the commandments of the Lord. You do your best thing. I know brothers came in this thing. They used to get, they got shoelaces or whatever the case may be, and they made themselves zits and they put them on the four corners of their vester. Some brothers, they got their shirts and they got a ribbon of blue and they sewed it on around the border of their shirt, and they just made little cuts around their border. Some of us did that. You're doing the best you can. And I don't believe that Hamashiach is going to condemn you for doing that. Let alone if you so-called wearing the Babylonian fringes. But nowadays, brothers want to say your fringes got to be seen on the outward man. Not saying, give me that, brought your phylacteries. I think that's in Matthew. I'm gonna read it. It shall be unto you a fringe that you may look upon it. It don't say nothing about nobody else. And to remember all the commandments. So when you're about to go, that's how we use that phrase all the time. You know, when you're about to go off, when you go into sin, the fringes come off. Because the law said it's supposed to for you to remember the commandments of the Lord, but you put your fringes away, you in the dark now. But I'm gonna say this: having your fringes on outward, it is something enjoyable to see another brood, another sister. In this day and age, you may be at the grocery store, whatever you may be out at, you see another brother or sister with their fringe on, you don't even know them. You see their fringe on, you yell shalom, 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 whatever you may say, because we all got different dialects in this truth. All right, but peace be unto you, brother. Peace be unto you, sister. All right. It's the great identifier to know that, hey, it's another Israelite with me, so I'm going to keep on striving. I'm going to say that. All right. But then on the flip side, brothers and sisters, they may have certain jobs or whatnot, because you do got, your brothers, some of your brothers, even sisters, they kind of made this truth a bad look by their style of teaching. So the outsiders that are not in this truth, they don't see Sons of Thunder. They don't see HOI. They don't see WFI. They don't see Genesis, right? They don't see Sakari. They don't see LOZ. All they see is Black Hebrew Israelites. So you have to understand when you're in this thing that you're not only representing your school or organization you're in. No, you're representing the Most High God and your brothers and sisters in this truth. So I understand why, if you may be on the job, you tuck them fringes in, because hey, you got to make your money. Jobs, Esau and Moab and all the heathens that are over us, and even our raccoon people that are over us. They see these fringes, and just because you got those on, brothers understand, sisters understand. Or let's be practical with it. Brothers and sisters may do certain kind of work where they can't wear those fringes. They get caught in the machinery or whatever the case may be. Right? Yeah, you got something?
Counter one. Hey, anybody that's ever wore like Zeets, y'all already know how that goes. But imagine being within a workspace with a situation like that. Of course, that can cause hazards for not only for the person that's wearing it, but also people around him too. But that's just an example. Brothers, like you trying to get in the car and then your Z get closed in. If brothers know what I'm describing, put it in the chat, please. Now you're on that point.
Nasim, I got you holding anything?
Counter one. You have me holding Matthew 23 and verse 5.
Okay, Abaya, bring that out.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 23 and verse 5. It says,
hold on, I got it on the screen.
Okay, God.
Okay, go ahead and bring that out.
It says,
no, not seeing what you got.
I had the light.
Okay, that's not one. I want the light. Bring that out.
Okay, God. I got Matthew 5 and verse. We're gonna start at 15.
Let's see. Start at 14.
God. Matthew 5 and 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
So with that understanding of your fringes, right? With that understanding of your fringes, we already read it in the law. It's for you. It doesn't say for others. We're going to get you the scripture about if your fringes for others or not. For you are the lights of the world, not your physical appearance, but your character. The way you come off, the way you act, the way you present yourself. That is being the light of the world. That's being the light to the world. And you're likened to a city that's set on a hill. Because everywhere you go, that brother character, that sister character. What God is she serving? What God is he serving? What kind of spiritual journey are they on? What kind of spiritual walk are they on? I like the way they live it. Sister always got a dress on, or she may not have a dress on, but the way she carries herself is very modest. Chaste talk, right? Read on. Verse 15
says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
So you can't hide when you go around. I'm not teaching y'all to be no super brews, no super Hebrews, no super Shebrews. It's hey, I don't want hey, watch how I took the words out of my. I was just getting ready to say it. It's your good deeds. That's that light. The way you present yourself, holy, set apart, right? It's like I got half my screen hitting here. Because you could be a wicked individual. You could be a reprobate in the mind. You can be just living this thing for the outward appearance of men because this is some kind of fad. It's a thing to do. So now you broaden your phylacteries. You got the best looking zeets, or, you know, and brothers and sisters, understand what I'm saying. I'm not just talking about your fringes. Now I'm talking about your garments. All right, go ahead and bring that out, Nassim.
Contra one. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 23 and verse 5. But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
Start at 4, Slakia.
Contra 1, verse 4. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders.
So they slack it right there. So your teachers in this truth, they come to lay heavy burdens on you. Some of your teachers, not all, let me clear that up. Not all, but some of these teachers in this truth, I understand why the outsiders say you guys are nothing but Pharisees. And they mean that in a derogatory way. But a Pharisee is just supposed to be a doctor of the law. That's all that is, right? But if we jump up on scripture, they didn't follow the law. They had on that outward appearance. But yet they lay in heavy burdens on you. You gotta show your fringes, and then you may get yourself in a bind where you knew it wasn't wise. Hypocrites, right? You knew it wasn't wise for you to show your fringes out, but you had them on tucked in, and some strange things may happen to you. I don't know. I ain't about to be here all night or just run as many examples. This is for y'all to decipher within yourselves. All right. Finish reading that out.
Contra 1. But they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
Do to be seen of men. I'm the best teacher. I got the most eloquent breakdowns over here. But when you get behind closed doors, you forget that the Most High God's eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. However way you want to break that down. All right, read.
Counter one. They made broad their phylacteries and enlarged the borders of their garments.
Mm-hmm.
They loved the uppermost rooms at priests, in the chief seats in the synagogues.
This is all to be seen of men. You want to be sitting in the forefront all the time with your garments on, but at home, don't nobody like you. In your own circle, don't nobody like you. Those are the people that are laying heavy burdens on you. Don't listen to them, for they cannot, we already broke that down. They can't condemn you. Christ is your mediator. You have to look good before the Most High God through the Spirit of Christ, right? I got y'all holding anything? I'm about to turn on the lights in a minute, y'all. I can't see. Hold on. Okay, that's a little better. I can't see. I got my glasses on. I got y'all holding anything?
A lot of one.
Okay, go back. Go back to Romans. Go back to Romans. And understand, it's your character.
Select your one.
Uh-huh.
Quick point as well. That's an important topic because that really highlights the essence of this truth, what it's really supposed to be. Over a course of time, and of course, like I know, like Israel been seeing it like a lot within like this past year, but it's a lot of vain glory and a lot of things that's being done for show nowadays, of course, within the nation. And of course, Israel, we already a pretty vain people as it is. So of course, that old man, he come back in and start like eating it up. But ultimately, the essence and goal of this truth is to become a better person, right? And by walking in accordance to the word of the Lord. So it's not about essentially like, of course, what a lot of people may try to make it seem like it's about, like you put it on the costume, you put it on the fringes and everything. It's camp. It's the feast day. We got this many people at our feast day. We got this many people in our organization. All that's fluff.
We got 510 views on every live.
Exactly. But ultimately that's not what this truth is about. What this truth is about is becoming a better person, right? Your character changing, of course, in agreement to the law, statutes, and commandments, and of course to the word of the Most High, wisdom, right? Because all that won't matter if, of course, we don't know how to become a brother, man. We don't know how to treat one another. You know, we don't know how to deal righteously. You know, we like, again, the front in the show, it's not going to work. And that's not what this truth is about. And I yield on that point.
Hey, gone. Excellent. You know, and that's the thing about it. That is the thing about it. You have to make sure you're doing what's right between you and the Most High God, not to be seen of men, because the ones that are looking up to you, right? You're teaching them in some kind of way. But if you're sitting here living a hypocritical life, that thing may rub off on them. You offend the little ones, right? But I come here to tell y'all that I'm talking to the ones that are sincerely in this truth. They're not with all the rah-rah and drama that's going on. Y'all want to be set apart and separate. And those is the ones who the Most High God has called. Those are the ones that are the true elect. Those are the ones that are predestined. He's not looking for a camp. He's looking for a church without spot nor blemish. And you have to make your election sure. And you do that by your law keeping. Not your outward law keeping, but you want to do that. It's a difference between wanting to keep the law and when temptation comes back in. The reason why I'm not looking at my neighbor's wife, because I don't want to get stoned. That's the wrong mindset. Like it, understand, and believe it or not, that's the wrong mindset. No, the reason why I'm not looking at my neighbor's wife, my brother's wife, because she's married. That's my sister. I'm gonna look out for her to the best of my ability. Right? And it's in your mind. The reason why I'm not being in sodomy, not because I'm gonna get stoned to death, is because I have made it in my mind where what's the words I'm looking for? Where I made it in my mind that I understand that the Most High God has made men and women upright. And that's a deceitful lust. That's not what the Most High God wants me to be, right? Not because I'm afraid of the judgments of the law. That's the wrong mindset. That's the wrong mindset. You have to want to do these laws. It is your good pleasure to do these laws. You're not keeping New Moon and Tabernacles and Passover and all the rest of the feast days. Not just the three major feast days. No, all of the feast days, right? You're not doing that because you're gonna get caught. Because you may get cut off from the nation. No, you want to congregate and be around your brothers and sisters in sincerity and in truth. Not to hook up at no feast day. That's another topic. Go ahead and read that. Romans 8:30.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 30. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called.
So who the Most High God predestined to get to the kingdom, to strive in this truth until the end, he called them. So if you're keeping these laws in sincerity and in truth, you're making your election sure, for you are the predestined. Read on.
God. And whom he called, them he also justified.
So if you're called, right? You're being justified. Read.
God. And whom he justified, them he also glorified.
Read on.
What shall we then say to these things?
What shall we then say, Slacker? What shall we then say to all these things? What shall I say then to my law keeping, my sincerity, my sincere law keeping? Right? Don't matter what they say over there. It's between when I go in my secret closet, when I get on my face and pray, whenever I do that thing, whether I turn to the east or I'm riding in my car, riding in a bus, walking down the street, on my job, right? What shall we say to these things? Read.
If God be for us, who can be against us?
If the Most High God is fighting for you, who's going to be against y'all? Who's going to be against you? You already predestined. You at the time that you're in right now, it's your job to make your election sure. It's your job to make sure you endure in this truth. Not for men, but for yourself. So that way you may be a light to the ones that are round about you. So you may gain one of your brothers. So you may gain one of your sisters, right? That's that character. How is that brother? How is that sister? How you living? Right? Jump down to verse 33.
God. Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect?
Who are you to talk against the Most High God's elect, to the Most High God's predestined, to the Most High God's anointed? Who are you? Read.
It is God that justifieth.
It is the Most High that justify these things, not your teacher, not your elder, not your no. Let me clear this up. The Most High God has made a government structural system in this truth where you have officers and captains and elders and priests and deacons and so on. right? Listen, no, those are your leaders. Those are your leaders. Don't cast aside them. You need some kind of a person in this truth that is taller than you to help you guide, to help guide you, right? And you and the way you discern their spirit is by their character, not of the outward appearance, but you can see that reflection. You can see the countenance of their hearts, because it's some kind of what's the word nowadays they're talking about, energy, vibe, aura, aura. That's the word, aura. That sounds like some kind of sister name, aura. No. Sister Aura. You know, have that on you. Have Sister Aura on you. You know, that sounds like something in Iraq. Have the Sister Aura on you of the Most High God. Right? Read on, verse 34.
God. Who is he that condemneth? It is Christ that died, yea, rather, that is risen again.
So Christ is go ahead.
Who is even at the right hand of God, who also maketh intercession for us.
Right. So it's Christ. It's not these burden bearers that are in this truth that make an intercession for you. It is Christ. Is he who searches the reins of your hearts, right? That's the one who makes the intercession for you. Give me y'all got anything? Y'all got anything? Because like I said, this ain't gonna be a long class. I just want to make I just want to bring comfort. Yeah.
Let me get Matthew 7 and 18.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
All right, so like, what we're going into is just, matters of the heart, matters of, your character and things of that nature. And, what we're seeing across Israel, across the world really is, people can't really hide behind, these facades that they put up. A lot of it is just for show. And, a lot of it, we starting to see the truth come to light. Read on.
Contra 1, verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
God, so like we try to be good trees and good men and upright Israelites in this thing. And if we really of the spirit, like it says in Romans, like if we walking in the spirit and sincerity and truth, then you're not going to be able to bring forth evil fruit. Like Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 5 says, like wisdom does not dwell in a malicious spirit. It can't dwell with you if you wicked, in your heart, right? Read on.
Contra 1. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
God, so at the end of the day, we pressing towards that mark, trying to be perfect, striving to get that incorruptible crown, right? And we don't want to be cast into that fire. And last verse, read verse 20.
Contra 1. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them.
And kind, the more we grow in the spirit, the more we grow our discernment, we're gonna be able to tell, which brothers and which sisters is really walking in sincerity and truth, and which is just here for the show, right? And not yet.
Hey, Con. So like I said, you brothers and sisters, don't let others offend your law keeping. Don't let others try to separate you or even second guess. Hold on. I'm scared to I can't see half my computer screen here because I'm trying to make it look nice for y'all on this side. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Don't let others try to discourage you in this walk. Whatever level you're on in this thing, you take your time, but make haste unto the Lord. That makes sense? Don't rush to find the deep breakdowns. Hey, I guess it's that time again. I thought this is like I just did it not too long ago. The elder you get, we're not in our celestial beings just yet. And I am, give me some grace. I am in the dark, trying to make it look good for y'all. You ain't supposed to be reading in the dark. Don't let people condemn you. Don't let people condemn you. If you know you're keeping this thing in sincerity and in truth, whatever level you may be on, it was a time in this truth that I didn't even want to turn the blender on or even leave out my dwellings. Brothers and sisters understand what I'm talking about. But remember that first zeal y'all had? Remember that zeal? That's the place you want to get back to. You want to be revived again through the Spirit. Ask the Most High God to take you back to your first love. We did that lesson. Matter of fact, we did that lesson with the doctrine of the Nicolaitans. How the church of Ephesus, how they left that. Make it personal to you. You go back to that first, because now as you're strolling, your Zeke's tassels flapping in the wind, you're double fringed up on a Saturday afternoon. Right? You walk in, your outward appearance got to match that inside. That's the thing about it. And once your inside is all correct and right in your mind, then it's going to show on the outside. And you're going to be all right because no man can condemn you. Let them people talk. Because mama used to say, granddaddy used to say, they don't believe fat meat is greasy. But there's some people that's going to have to answer for the things that you have said. All right? We ain't no church. The elder said all the time, we ain't no choir boys over here. Some things some people is going to have to hold accountable too. Granny used to say, I didn't sign some papers I shouldn't have signed. Whatever that means. But understand what you did sign. You signed this right here. When you decided to put down the ways, your old ways, that old man, that old sister, when you decided to put that down, when you decided to put that crab leg down that was dipped in butter, that garlic butter, sometimes with a little Cajun spice on it.
Yes, sis, we talking about you.
Right? When you decided to put that blunt down, when you decided to come out of your strange ways of living that was contrary to the Most High God, you decided, I'm going to live for God. You go back to that. You continue to strive for that. That's the thing about it. Because I'm going to let y'all know, this truth, it gets heavy. I've been in this thing about 4 or 5 years. And elders, even my teachers in the truth can tell you. But I come tell y'all, I said on the camp video, I'm going to say it again. Have you a good circle of Israelites? Oh, well, I thought y'all supposed to be teaching unity and truth. And no, people will drain you dry if you let them. Yeah, we used to put that lemon pepper. You had that fried garlic shrimp, and you had that slacky. We ain't dealing with that no more. See, and the reason why I'm at that level to joke about it now, because I prayed and asked the Most High God to take that taste out of my mouth. I asked the Most High God to take the taste of that blunt out of my mouth. And now looking back at that foolish man, and I said, what the hell was I doing? Right? And that's the place we ought to be at. That's how you grow and strive a little more in this truth. And you always must be conscious. That's the word. You always got to be aware of your roundabouts. What do I mean by that? Your spiritual roundabouts. Knowing the people that's around you. Because someone is looking at you, sister. Someone is looking at you, brother, from afar off. Right? We see this all the time. We see excellent, high, mighty teachers and captains and whatever you want to call yourself, or soldiers, or even brothers, or even a good brother or a good sister that's striving in this truth. Just not in camps. Whatever, if you're striving for the Most High God through His laws, right? But then you don't see Him no more. Because life has weighed you down, or you let somebody, or you let the people in your circle, you didn't prove the individuals, you didn't establish truth in those individuals, and you let them drain you dry. And you got some people that's been in this truth for a minute, and we got babies and things that's growing up in this truth, and they're never going to taste the abomination. They're never going to taste the wickedness of the world, because they're being raised up by parents that are in this truth, right? But like I said, you can't let people that are in your circle, if they're not, matter of fact, not give me that. Give me that Sirach 6 and 15 medicine. I want the medicine scripture. If the people that's in your group, if they're not giving you doctrine of life, if they're not building you up when you down, they're not restoring you in that meekness, because things happen. When the cares of life come on you, when temptation comes back knocking at your door, and you say, I want to go back to my old ways, because this is, it's too much for me. No, that's Satan talking. You got to make sure you around some good individuals that's going to build you up. Because guess what? Brothers is going to trespass for no reason. Sisters is going to trespass for no reason. I say this all the time. We have to learn ourselves, because we ought not to bring our worldly tendencies in this truth. Knowingly and unknowingly. And sometimes we do that, but sometimes we got to sit back and examine ourselves. I'm not asking y'all, we're not asking you to change your complete character. No. If you, I see myself as a decent, funny, a comedian, not like the others, but if you kicked it with me at the feast day, or or if you really tapped in with me, I like to laugh, and I be in folly, right? Offending no one, because I understand, and I know who to act around and not to act around like, because I don't want to offend the little ones, right? But you got that scripture?
Counter one. Is it all right if I start at verse 14? Counter one. It's the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure.
So, with your law keeping, we're going to break it down. With your law keeping, read it again.
Counter one. A faithful friend is a strong defense.
So with your law keeping, you're going to understand who that faithful friend is, because they're going to be a strong defense, encouraging you when you're down, building you up when you're up, when you're elevated in life, right? You just don't have to be down with the cares of this world. You could be living great, and they still building you up. It takes a strong brother to build up another brother when that person is down. It takes a strong sister to build up another sister when that sister is down. It takes a strong brother to build up another brother that's not going through nothing. Y'all close friends or whatever, you know they elevated in life, spiritual, you know, but you yourself, you going through, you may be going through hell, but you still building that brother up. Stay right there. Stay right there. Most High God's going to build you up through that other individual. That's that faithful defense. Read.
Counter one. And he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure.
So you got a good circle of Israelites around you, not taking in everything that you're hearing in this community. You're going to hear some. I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying not to be a sailor. I just got this channel. I'm working hard on it. I could be doing better, right? Always room for improvement. But you want to hear, I'm letting you guys know, because we all on different levels in this truth. Someone may see this video, or maybe watching now. They may be a couple of months into this thing, or a year into this thing, or they faith because things have happened in Israel at this moment. Even yourself, I'm gonna speak as myself. Even myself, you know, I'm like, dang, what is the state of Israel in? How are we moving like this? Wasn't it once better? I was actually, when I was back in the Christian church, and that's how people fall out, because the fire gets hot. But we understand what the scripture says. You got to go through a little fire. Sometimes it's going to be in this truth, right? But then you look back, because I came from the Christian church. You look back and say, I didn't have all this drama. I didn't have all this. I had a little bit of drama. Don't get me wrong. But it wasn't like this. The reason why it hurt so bad here, because this is the for real thing. That's why it hurts so bad. The one you love the most, they turn their back. They turn their back on you. That thing hurts. This is this truth. This truth is not supposed to hurt, but you got to understand it. It is. Hey, I'm sorry to tell, it is what it is. Unfortunately, you can't control other brothers and sisters' acts. You can't control their spirits. Only thing that you can do is control your own spirit. Control your own group of people that you're around. And the elders say it all the time. The Most High God's going to give you people to be around you. I have to constantly encourage my own self like that at times. Because you understand, this thing gets lonely at times. Sometimes you don't want to call on that sister. Sometimes you don't want to call on that brother. Right? Continue reading.
Counter one, verse 15. Nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend.
Can nothing countervail that? Can nothing come in between that? Because if y'all group, if y'all locked in with the Most High God, y'all understand y'all not going to trespass each other. And if something happens, you know how to go to these scriptures right here and talk that thing out. Yield to this here. Put your pride to the side. Right? That's enough. Finish that out.
Counter one. Sluck it. And its excellency is invaluable.
Hey, and that excellency of the group that you're around. And when I'm saying group, now people gonna be like, well, he just talking about SOT. No. I can't be biased. I'm gonna say that, yes, but no. Because the brothers I got around me, the sisters I got around me, we'd have been through a lot. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. We've been through a lot. And the new ones that came in afterwards, and y'all locked in too. And the new ones that's coming in, y'all locked in too. All right? But I'm just not talking about that. No, it's other Israelites that's around me that's not in this camp that watches us. I'm locked in with them. That's why I say your own group, that medicine that's going to help build you up. Because this thing does get lonely. But you got to wait on the Lord. Is he going to mount up? Matter of fact, give me that in Isaiah. Wait on the Lord. You're going to mount. I want with the eagles, I want the wings like an eagle. We're going to fly away at the end of the day, by and by. I'm trying to give y'all a little hope. something to uplift your spirits, right? Don't let no one to deter you when you got that. Holler it out. I think that's Isaiah.
Count one. I'm there.
You got it?
Count one. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 40. You want to start at verse 31?
40 and 31. Con, let me put on the screen.
Count one.
Because people got to see these wings. And I ain't talking about no hot wings either.
Nah.
These some wings that you really want. These wings Maxell was talking. Slack it. Go ahead.
That's probably after hours for sure.
Hey, the sun that went on down.
Right. Isaiah 40 and
So like you might have muted yourself.
Oh, I sure did. Hey, the sun is going down. The kids is laid to rest. Let's get into it. SOT After Hours, the Quiet Storm, brought to you by SOT Bay Area with your host, Captain Shalaman. Go ahead and read that.
Count one. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 40 and verse 31. But
hold on. I'm at 40 and 31. Go up one. Read 30.
Count one. You want to start at verse 29?
Let's see. Count
one. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 40 and verse 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength.
So he's going to give power. So you may be faint in this walk, and he's going to give you that increase of strength, that increase of power, right? Read.
Slucket. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall.
Right, read.
But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength.
Right there. So it's going to be people that they're just going to they're going to fall, and they're not going to get back up. But you read it again.
Count one. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength.
You're going to get built up through the people that you got around you, through the scriptures, by you delighting yourself in the God's word. Read.
They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
Keep running your race. Keep running your race. Now give me John. Give me John 4 and 20. I think I want 23. John 4 and 23.
It's the book of John, chapter 4 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
But the hour cometh, and now is.
It's like it. And I seen you give me Psalms 145. Go ahead and read that.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
So now this is the hour. This is the time. Right now. This is the hour. We could break this down. We could break this down about what hour it is when the Most High decides to send His Son back, and now we could go there. But why not now? Let your hour be now. In the midnight hour. Let your hour be right now. Well, the true worshipers. Now it's time for the true worshipers to worship the Most High God. Do you consider yourself a true worshiper? After everything we just discussed, do you consider yourself a true worshiper? Read it again.
God. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. In
spirit and in truth, right? Now let's get more understanding behind this. Give me Psalms 145 and start at 18.
Counter one. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 145 and verse 18.
Hold on, let me put it on the screen. Okay, go ahead and read that.
Counter one. And it reads, the Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him.
So the Most High God, he's close. Yahweh is close to them that whoever calls upon him, right? Sound familiar? Read.
Counter one. To all that call upon him in truth.
In truth. You have to sincerely look into the Most High God in your actions. Not only outward appearance, but through your actions. How you live it, what's on the inside. That's how you call upon the name of the Lord when you vocally call upon them in the midnight hour. When the sun has gone down, when the feast day is over with, when you just looking at your reflection and asking myself, can I go another day? Am I being that 1% better? How is my walk? When you're really having a conversation with your own self. Read on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Counter one. Verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him.
He's going to fulfill the desire. He's going to fill your wants and needs because he's going to understand you. Because why not? You're his child. You're his predestined. You're making your election sure. You're doing everything that you can because you're honoring him. You're worshiping him in sincerity and in truth. You're keeping these laws because you want to keep the laws, not because you're afraid of the judgments behind them. You're fearing him. Read it again.
Counter one. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him.
Mm-hmm.
He also will hear their cry and will save them.
This is twofold. He's going to hear your cry in a time of trouble. When you're going through things in your life, when people is just all up in, when there's too much going on in your life, let alone the nation, you're going to cry upon the Lord. He's going to hear your cry. And he's going to save you out of those calamities. He's going to save you out whatever mess. I'm going to tell you, he's going to save you out of some mess that you put your own self in. Because sometimes we got to be still and know that Yahweh is Yahweh. You can't be too hasty in your actions. This week, I learned that. Man, Abai, give me that in Sirach 2. Don't be too hasty. What is that? What is that I want in Sirach 2? You ought to go when you got to just holler it out.
Sirach chapter 2 and verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste.
Right there. Don't be too quick to make a decision on the things that's going on in your life. Don't be too quick to make a decision when people are all up in your ear. Don't be too quick to make decisions in a time of trouble. I'm talking about right now. Then I could be talking about when all hell breaks loose. All right? Don't be too quick. Read it again. Start from the top and read it again.
Okay. Sorry. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
Make not haste in the time of trouble. That's it. That's everything on that.
All right, let me read verse 3.
Okay.
It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
So when you cleaving unto him, that's that standing still and knowing that God is God. You're cleaving unto the laws. Because sometimes things happen in this life, you want to go astray from the laws. That's what we brought out earlier. That's that flesh, that's Satan knocking at the door. So you got to cleave unto the laws. Read anything else on that?
I don't want you to
jump down to 8.
Okay.
They throwing it in the
It says,
chat.
"Ye that fear the Lord, believe Him, and your reward shall not fail."
And you're now read verse 18 again.
Counter one. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at 145 and verse 18. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him. To all that call upon him in truth.
Read.
He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them.
Now, I'll read what you got again.
Ye that fear the Lord, believe Him, and your reward shall not fail.
Everybody understand? Was that what verse? That 9?
That was verse 8.
Read verse 9.
Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy.
Hope for good. Hope for good, right? Mono slide put it on the screen. He said, "Trouble and anguish. It's too small for me, y'all. And anguish have taken a hold on me. Yet thy commandments are my delights." That's a beautiful precept. You got to let that thing take a hold of you. Hold on. Why I can't? Okay. Right. Now go to Slocky. Now see and read verse 20. Back in Psalms.
Counter one, verse 20. Or this is Psalm 145 and verse 20. The Lord preserveth all them that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy.
And you see how we bring that back around? See how that bring around? So this is twofold. I say it all the time. Now go, one of y'all go to Romans. Y'all got anything? I'm about to close it out.
Loud one.
And everybody look at your clock right about now. It's midnight. It's after hours for real. So understand, we started early tonight. This is going to be around the time that I'm going to be starting this class. So if you can hang, you know, you say back in the day, can you hang? Can you hang? Because I'm going to be hanging. And then we're all going to do some hanging at the end. No, it's locked. Right? You're going to catch me hanging downtown. It's after hours. If you know that reference, that reference may be a little too old. Cameo, right? Catch me hanging downtown. It's midnight. This is the time. That's what I'm asking everybody to look at your clock now. So if you're gonna stay tapped in with me, this is the time I actually will be starting my class. But due to the elder not feeling too well tonight, I decided to let's start this thing early, right? Because I'm gonna let you know as we progress. It's just now time to wake up. 9 p.m.
I'm with you, Corey.
It's 9 p.m. For me, 9 p.m. That's the perfect time for the wake up. That's the time it is over here for me. 12. I'm just now warming up. 2 a.m. we getting loose with it. What? That's what it is. So this is the time that we're going to be starting class for SOT after hours, the quiet storm. Because we're going to be getting into some things on here. Put the kids to bed. I want to be able to speak like men up on here. I want to be able to talk with the sisters up on here, right? And then I'm gonna have it to where you guys can call in on your cellular devices and you guys can chop up the topic with me. I didn't do that tonight because I really want to get this out, but in the next class, y'all gonna be able to come up on here. What's that say? SOT? What they talking about in the chat?
It's like a cartoon show that used to come on late at night.
Yeah.
I like a cartoon.
That's y'all generation. What's the name of it?
Toonami, but since it's late, he called it SO Toonami.
What is that? Some anime stuff?
Yeah,
like Robot Chicken,
you know what I know.
Family Guy.
Okay, con. Hey, that sounds like something else. Like I said, we're gonna put the kids to bed. You know, you're gonna be able to call in on your cellular devices. You're gonna be able to chop it up with me about the topic that's on hand. We're gonna be talking about courting and marriages and and patience and a whole bunch of different other things up on here, right? Let's get on back to this word. We have, we enjoy the Shabbat. We enjoy the Shabbat. Give me Romans 8, and I got that. Give me Romans 8 and 28.
God, it's the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 28.
Matter of fact, start at 27. Because this is the whole gist of the class, the whole aura of this class, right? Read.
It's Romans 8 and 27. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit.
So
because he made
through Christ, right? The ones that search the hearts, that search your minds, he understands your spirit. I don't mean that as in a Christian way that God knows my heart. No, he understands if you was doing the Father's will in sincerity and truth, or you was doing your own will to be seen of men. Right? Read.
Because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of God.
You got to make sure, Salaki, you kind of breaking up. Read it again.
God, for the saints according to the will of God. Verse 28. And we know.
Salaki, you kind of lagging now.
I can pick it back up at a 1.
Okay. Okay, say something down the bio. See, we're just ready to get good. Because I was getting ready to break this mug down. Get behind me, Satan. Oh no, you still real choppy.
I can pick it back up at a 1.
Okay, go ahead. Come back, go out and come back in. That's what you may need to do. Okay, read verse 27 again.
Counter 1. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 27. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit.
Right.
Because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of God.
According to the will of God. You got to make sure that you're a saint. Making your election sure. We went over that. Some of y'all came on a little bit late. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. If you were a Friday to Saturday Sabbath keeper. I ain't gonna get into that. I'm gonna do a lesson. Make sure y'all guys tapped into the Patreon. I just did the Lord of the Sabbath. What does it mean? Is Christ the Lord of the Sabbath because he's the one that made the Sabbath in Genesis? Go ahead, tap into the Patreon and understand that teaching. And I'm doing another Sabbath teaching, Lord willing, in the next coming weeks. That's going to be on the Patreon and on the main channel. If you're a member, right? So you got to make sure your election is sure. Make sure that you're a saint according to his will, right? Say something about it.
Check.
Okay, Con. Okay, finish that out. Verse 28.
God. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God. To them who are the called according to his purpose.
According to his purpose, right? Slakia. Read that again. Got to understand. You can still kind of choppy. Can y'all hear the brother? You still kind of sound like you're in the Matreon, the Matrix. What's the word? Matrix.
The Matrix. I can pick it back up. Try to get another one.
Check.
That's good.
Okay, Con, go ahead. Read that 28 again.
God. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God. To them who are the called according to his purpose.
Okay, Salakia. Yeah, hey, they cut the internet out after a certain hour.
They do.
That's they saying. That's they saying, Abaya. They said we can hear him, but he in the matrix too. It's good, King. It's good, King. Nathan, go ahead and read that for me. Verse 28.
Verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God.
Right.
To them who are called, it's like to them who are the called according to his purpose.
So you got to make sure you're called according to the Most High God's purpose, right? Did I read that already? Let's see. Jump down to verse 35.
Counter one, verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation?
Like it. Start at 31. No, I read that already. 35.
Counter one. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ?
Right.
Shall tribulation or distress?
So like you. I want you to read this slow.
Counter
Because
one.
this is for the people as we end out.
Counter one.
Ask your own self when you're going through life's conundrums and whatnot, when Israel is weighing down on you, when they're talking about you, or whatever the case just may be. Ask yourself, who can separate you from the love of Christ as you walking in him? Now read that with that understanding, Israel.
Counter one. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 35.
Uh-huh.
Who shall separate us from the love of Christ?
Mm-hmm.
Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded.
Persuaded, right? You got to understand. You got to make sure you're fully persuaded in this thing. Read.
Counter one. That neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord.
Read verse 9. 9 and 1.
Counter one. I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit.
Hey, with that, we are the sons of thunder Israelites. It is our hopes. It is our hopes and heart desire. It's kind of late for me. Let me do that again. Hey, we are the sons of thunder Israelites. It's our hearts, hopes, and prayers desire that all of Israel shall be saved. Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Give y'all a little something. Y'all like that song?
Yeah, that was fire.
I like that song. Let me end it out.
First up, the tribe of Gad.
Well, see, I've been thinking about this for quite some time. To all of my Hebrew people, see, y'all been on my mind. Of course, we the most hated, and it's for good reason. It's the time of y'all return, and it's our season. The great awakening happening all across the world. This information is worth more than diamonds and pearls. Got Amalek and Japhet, mine up on the swirl. The fact they got the knowledge make them all wanna hurl. So what will happen if we decide to keep us lost? Wicked system of Sodom and Egypt will surely fall. The Lord will go before us, purge out the wicked. Get ready for war, you don't want to miss this. Sons of thunder, watch them rumble and watch them crumble. All of the papers and doctrine got them ducking and dodging. And they don't know how to make the truth produce back. Watch them stack so they can all fall down.
Hey, the spirit bear me witness. I'm from 3 tribes. That's Levi. Babylon, take your last breath. You heard right. No free lies. Your Howard doctrine keep growing. We keep buzzing. We be beehives. All these coffers keep coming, we keep cutting with these knives. And precept, reiterate, reestablish these laws, we prevail. Yeah, and clean me up and wash my mind, my soul got detail. Can't buy into what you say, we window shop your retail. Christianity, the black folk is cracking your e-cell. I'm Jew, your ego got your head as big as Yaku. He just try, I'm humble, but the dog in me like top food. Slaves got dropped on marshland, just had to run that by you. Don't know how to live right, what these scripts are how to. I witnessed some crazy things, but I don't know about y'all view. I watched my elder the golden sword, put that on Yaju. Doctor get devoured, girded for you cowards. Salvation is ours, count her lawyer Howard.
Last and not least, the tribe of Judah.
Soldier, y'all to reach out so bad and direct, we got 'em. This word is going out regardless, can't nobody stop it. I hate when Christians try to tell us the law is abolished. The sons of thunder break our precepts to cut up their doctrine. Now they leaking and turning scarf and we got them tweaking. We keep the holy days, learn out the ways of the heathen. We the people with the power, Kwam Yasha Allah. We gotta follow the commandments of mighty Yahweh. To keep the Sabbath holy, we don't bow, go to work. We say no to pork and we keep fringes on our shirt. Children of Jacob, Esau hungers and even rapists. That was just punishment, the Most High will never forsake us. My folks is far from a lack of knowledge, we really clueless. Amalek being the chosen people sound really stupid. Jewish, you wish, then tell me what's your tribe. You synagogues of Satan, Revelation 2 and 9.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.